even after Ersson comes back, this continues to be interesting because Kevin Kurz tweeted today after, I guess maybe during practice after Tortorella's availability. Tortorella says Cam York is likely going on the 3-game trip, but unsure if he'll play. No word on whether Ersson is going. So Cam York is maybe nearing a return. They said he's going to Carolina for rehab purposes. Then we'll see about Thursday and Saturday whether he plays or not. We don't know. But he'll be back soon. And when he's activated, someone has to go.
Someone's got to go.
I guess the easiest thing to do is just
Andre.
See Andre. But
that would be dumb.
He's like one of their best defensemen right now.
Yeah, he's doing real good.
And he's clearly better than Yegor Zamula. Yep. And honestly, I think Mertitas put this perfectly on Flyers Daily today. He just looks further along than Jamie Drysdale. Like, he's just got a better grasp on what he's supposed to be doing out there than Drysdale does.
He does. Which is...
I don't know how you send him back then.
I don't think you can.
I don't think... We always say, during training camp competitions, whatever the roster battle is, the boys know. And I don't know how you go to a Nick Seeler, who is literally just giving you his freaking body every night.
The whole thing.
And go, the guy who gives us the best chance, we're sending back. Like, that seems unfair.
To me, it doesn't seem like a difficult decision because if you put aside, ego and salary hit, you are sending Fedotov to the AHL to work out his nonsense.
0% chance. Sometimes when we talk about guys getting waived that aren't waiver exempt, we go, well, there's a non-zero chance to get waived. Maybe they'll get picked up, but I doubt it. Like a Ronnie Adder. Maybe, but probably not. No.
Less than 0.
Ivan Fedotov, Ivan Fedotov has a better chance of just skipping the country and going back to Russia than he does of getting claimed on waivers.
Never going to happen. And guess what? If he does,
good.
All right.
Yeah, cool. Fine.
Good luck out there, bud.
Yeah. He's got an 820 save percentage.
Yeah.
He's not getting claimed on waivers.
No.
And he makes over $3 million.
Right. It's not happening.
These two things combined equals 0% chance. Yeah. So that's the thing that makes the most sense. Do they do it though? Do they?
In my mind, I don't know why it would be a hard decision. It makes perfect sense. If you're looking at these 3 games and you're thinking to yourself, I don't know if I can put this guy in for one single period of these 3 games, you've given yourself the answer. The answer is he's not good enough to play in the NHL. And if he's ever going to be, which is a giant question mark at this point, he needs to go down to the AHL and see if he can work it out against guys that aren't as good as the guys he's looking at right now.
That's the other part of this is unless you've just flat out given up on him and it's we're hoping for a contract termination already. It's well, he's played 3 games. If you're hoping that this can turn around at all, it can't while he's not playing. He's going to get 0% better.
Yeah.
Never playing.
Exactly.
And now with Ersson out, okay, there's only 2 goalies in practice, so at least he's getting some practice reps. But there's only 2 nets. It takes away from everyone's reps in practice if there's 3 goalies up here. I don't know how he can ever even have a chance to get better. And honestly, gun to my head, no, it ain't gonna work. He's got too much. He has too much to work on in a short period of time. He turns 28 in a couple of weeks?
Yeah. He's not.
When is he gonna be in his prime? It's already come and gone.
Yeah, we missed it. He was in Russia.
Yeah, it happened in Russia. I just don't think so. But I'm wrong about stuff every week. So it's totally possible.
That's the fun
I suppose. But it can if he's not playing. The only logical thing here to do is to waive Fedotov.
Yes.
And let him work on his game in the AHL.
Yes. If they do anything else, I'm going to be shocked because nothing else makes sense. It's literally the easiest decision that you can make. There's no downside. There's no risk involved. I guess the only risk is Ivan Fedotov gets a little piss baby about it and I don't care.
Bud, you stink. Like-
Also, like, you were on like a aircraft carrier in Siberia. Allentown's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
You know,
They have like Applebee's and stuff.
A young 22. Yeah, they got a movie theater.
Yeah.
I went. It was great. Red Robin.
That restaurant we went to was good.
Oh, that place was
It was
dope.
great. Yeah.
What was it? Brew Daddies, right?
Yeah, like that place.
That place was great. Go have a couple of beers there.
Right.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, they got check loggers and stuff. You'll like them. With Cam York coming back soon, do you think there will be any change in the defense? Like, they say they want to get Zamula back in.
No, they
but
don't.
that can only be for Eric Johnson at this point.
You would
like,
think.
you can't take Emil Andre out.
No.
The coach is praising him, and when the coach likes you, you're staying in.
Yeah.
Now, he can make 3 mistakes in the next game that makes the coach hate him and go, you're going back. But I don't think that's going to happen because he's been playing really well, and he does something that this team really struggles with, and it's get the puck from one end of the ice to the other. And Tortorella's saying today, like, I'm watching the tape, and I'm seeing Emil Andre all over the place in transition. This team has had so much trouble transitioning to offense this year. He's a guy who can do it. And it's one of the reasons he made the team last year when they flat out said, we don't think he's ready, but maybe he'll surprise us because he does something that none of our other guys really are that great at. And now here he is. He's got a year of experience under his belt. He's a little older, a little more mature, and he looks really good.
Yeah.
I don't see him coming out. I mean, maybe for a game here or there. Maybe there's a rotation. They want to get Zamula back in, but I don't see how that makes sense when you have Eric Johnson sitting here. And listen, Eric Johnson's had a hell of a career. He's been a hell of a player in this league. He doesn't factor into your future at all.
No, we don't care about Eric Johnson.
He doesn't factor into your future. And that's what this is all about.
We're going to get him to his 1,000 at some point this season, and that's all we need to give him. I'm like, I don't really think there's a chance they take out Andre. Like, I think this is a conversation that we don't even need to have. I don't think it's going to happen.
997, 3 more.
All right, let's go.
So Saturday, probably.
I do think, and it's been brought up in the chat here, the more interesting question is what are we doing with the pairs when Cam York comes in? Because his spot has been like pretty admirably filled by Rasmus Ristolainen. And I don't know how you break up that pair right now.
Yeah, and it's like if ultimately you see Sanheim as because I think it's more with Sanheim. I was hesitant to move him back to the left side because I've been watching Sanheim for a little while now, and I've never really appreciated his game. And then last year they moved him to the right side, and I liked him a lot.
Yeah, he looked good.
But it seems as if he's kind of the same guy now that he's got this time and experience and finally a little bit of confidence. He's going to get the ice time every single night. He's not fighting for that. Like, he's the number one defenseman on this team, especially with Cam York out. Maybe it makes sense to keep those two separate.
Yeah.
Because I do think we saw at times last year York deferring to Sanheim, and then we saw too conservative a York. And I thought early in this season, we were seeing the opposite. A little bit too conservative of a Sanheim as he was deferring to York a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe if you split them up, you have a little bit, you just have a little bit more talent spread around on this defense.
No, I like where your head's at.
But then they're so left-handed heavy, it's just hard to come up with the right pairs. We know they don't want to split up Drysdale and Sealer.
Right.
I don't know how it would work.
Me neither. I do kind of like the idea, though, of giving Cam York his own pair. Like making him the guy on the pair. And now he's going to go out there and he's going to, dominate, hopefully. And I don't really think it's necessarily a bad thing if your 1-2 are first and second pair, like ones almost. You know what I mean?
No, it works better for everybody.
Yeah.
If like Risto, Sanheim, and York Sealer are getting 20 minutes between them rather than 27 for the top pair.
Right, exactly.
And 17 for the second pair and, 12 for the third pair, whatever.
I do think that, and I know that...
No idea if that adds to 60.
Well, math.
Who's to say?
Sometimes there's more or less minutes in a hockey game. Who can say? I do kind of... I mean, obviously, Tortorella hasn't been as willing to juggle up the defensive pairs as he has the forward lines. And, obviously, that makes sense. Like these guys need to play together. But I mean, like, so do forward lines, and he's fine juggling that stuff up. But I would kind of like to see him take this opportunity to like just like a few games, try some stuff, see if anything sticks. Just because, I mean, like against all odds, Rasmus Ristolainen, it's good. Like I don't know what to say. It's good. Like I've come all the way back around. Like I'm all the way around.
It's working, man.
He's been good, and I don't think that there's so few things that are actually good right now. I don't want to see them just break up like one of the few things that's actually good.
I will, like, the problem is when I make the pairs in my head, I finish with Andre Drysdale as the third pair. And I think that would be fun to watch, or at least interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone in the organization has any interest in that being a pair.
No, I don't think they're gonna like that very much.
No, like when the idea is okay, let's get him out there let's get Drysdale out there with Sealer, and he can be the physical presence, and Drysdale can move the puck. And it's like, oh yeah, we have these two developing. We don't fully believe they're NHL player puck-moving defensemen who are both small. Like,
yeah, it seems like a great
I just
recipe
don't
for success. No.
I don't see them getting put together. The one thing I can maybe see happening, it's the game is home against Colorado, so maybe it's not as big a deal as if they were going to go to Colorado. But Eric Johnson's at 997 right now. They have 6 games between now and then.
They should let him get to 1,000 in Colorado. Why not?
This is home against Colorado.
I know, but still.
Well, that's like a while from now. When do they go to Colorado?
I think that's
February. So,
I mean, I'm fine with him only playing 3 games between now and February.
I just think they like him better than Yegor Zamula right now, so he's going to play.
Yeah.
But maybe you get him to 999. And then Zamula comes back in for a few games, and then he gets to at least do it against the team he won the cup with in the Avs. Like, I don't know. Just ideas here for what this defense could be. But regardless, I just think Emil Andre has to stay in, and I can't believe I'm saying that. Like,
he's got to.
I believe them when they said, like, yeah, we just don't think he's all that ready.
He did what you have to do.
Yeah.
You got to go in there and say, yes, I am.
Yep.
Like, it's like the thing that, like, we kept saying Morgan Frost needed to do, and he kept not doing it. And, like, Zamula hasn't been doing it. Like, you have to go in there. Bobby Brink had to do it. Yeah. You got to go in and say, no, actually, I am ready, and you can't take me out of this lineup. And that's what Andre has done. So it would be bonkers if they took him out.
And that's Alexei Kolosov's opportunity right now.
Exactly. Yes, it is.
He thought he was ready. They said, no, you're not. Well, guess what?
Let me see.
We don't have other options.
Yeah.
So you're going to need to be ready at some point.
It's all you, bud.
We all silly like the mayor.